This is where we're getting married.
Yep.
Marriage.
It's gonna be a long hike down for Brooke. Everyone's just gonna be sitting there like
any day now.
300 steps left. You have to play like 6 songs. Maybe hide behind that bush or something.
That's what I'm gonna do. You can't see.
No pun intended. It's the last time you can do that.
Gray is gonna be right there. Oh, what are you doing? What's happening?
My shoulders getting a little tired here.
Oh, do some more push-ups.
Oh wow. When's the last time you did a push-up?
You gonna do a push-up contest?
Sure. It's gonna be tough to beat. Those aren't even 90 degrees.
Those are something.
Okay, so you got 3 half push-ups.
Ah. Oh. Is that Jason Bourne? Okay, that was so impressive. Hello everybody. So at this point, Gray and I will already be married by like 3 days. And so we are going to make a little Q&A for you guys. So I asked some questions on Instagram and let's answer it up. What's one thing that you have picked up from me while being together?
Oh, well, a hilarious one is when Brooke and her mom hug you or hug each other, they like do this little thing where like and Brooke and I hug so much that I started to pick that up. And I did it to a guy. Actually, my pastor. I gave him a little side hug, you know, like just gave him a little squeeze of love. And yeah, I definitely made a little noise when I did it.
It emphasizes the hug.
I love doing
more.
it to Brooke, but when it's transferring over to my guy friends or my pastor, that's too far.
I do the same thing.
That was a bad one. That's more real.
That's more masculine.
I think that's how I've been doing it. Maybe a little deeper. No, that's weird. There we go. That's the right one.
How many children do you want?
I would say 4.
I feel like we say 4, but I say accidentally 5. We want a lot of babies. Is Gray taking your surname?
Really?
Gray Bush! He's not taking my surname, but it would be hilarious for you to be Gray Bush. I would die. Does Gray get annoyed of you? What was that head shake for?
I don't know. No, I really don't.
A lot of people asked, how did we meet? And I feel like we've answered these questions quite a bit.
I wish we met in a cooler way.
I know, I wish we met in a coffee shop and you like hit on me or something. Like maybe we make up an answer.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and lie. Let's do that. Brooke and I followed each other on Instagram for years.
Years and never spoke.
It's not completely true. She would tell me happy birthday because we have the same birthday.
Oh. I don't know if we should say that. I was so big on Twitter and for some reason I told everyone happy birthday and Gray was one of them and I never met him in my life.
Never.
And so I thought it would be really funny and cool to say happy birthday every year that I didn't know this man.
Yeah, so then I was single and I replied to a Instagram story of her.
He slid in my DMs.
Slid up on the story. And then we literally messaged that whole night.
Till like 5 in the morning.
4 or 5 in the morning, legit.
And I literally had no work to do. I had nothing. I was in Canada at the time, but I was like, oh my gosh, I really like this guy. So
You had a crush on me already.
No, I did not.
Oh my goodness. No, I did not.
I just don't feel like that's true.
I don't feel like that's true.
And what'd you tell your teammate?
I told him, I was like, this is going to be my next girlfriend. And I told him.
Our first date was so fun, and I feel like that's what won me over. We went to Goodwill. the bins. And y'all know my style then. I don't know why. I was like, I'm a big thrifter. I'm a thrifter girl. Yeah. No, she wasn't. She was wearing skinny jean low rise.
Well, it does look like you're thrifting, but it's from all the wrong sections.
You take that back. You take that back. I'm better.
Most approved, that's for sure.
What was the hardest choice you had to make for your wedding? You had to make for your wedding.
Wait, what?
They misspelled.
Oh, had?
I'd say the DJ. DJ was like so big for me. We don't even know if it's going to be great or not. I'm hoping it's going to be great. If so, I'll insert some clips.
Well, we had our original DJ back out on us like a month.
A month.
Before the wedding.
A month before. Are you going to pull out your moves?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, but it'd be great. I will for you.
You will?
Yeah.
So. Wow. They missed your dance moves, babe. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1.
That's when I did you up this.
Oh, yes. Ring me in.
Yeah.
Dang, look at these little stragglers on my ankle.
You.
Holy crap. Those things haven't seen a shaver in years. What in the world?
Skipping that guy.
Skip leg day on that one. Are you guys waiting for marriage?
Yes.
Any advice for Christian singles out there?
The Bible speaks positively of singleness, so don't see it as you're being hindered, but use it for the glory of God.
I would say to read the book Single, Dating, and Married, so then you can prepare yourself for what you're looking for in a man and why waiting for marriage is a good thing.
Yeah, Jesus has to be the center. I mean, that's cliche for Christians to say, but it's just true. Don't just date to have fun or someone to hang out with. Like, if you do that, just have a friend.
The biggest thing about why Jesus should be the center of it is because the model of a relationship becomes very self-centered if Jesus isn't in the center of it as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good
there's
point.
no like dying to self. There's no thinking of the other person before yourself. I mean, you still can do that, but in some sense outside of Jesus being the center of it, it's very self-centered.
Yeah.
And Gray and I didn't have Jesus in the center of our relationship in the beginning. We saw that.
Yeah.
We saw that be a self-centered relationship in the beginning, and then when Jesus came in the center of it, we got to die to ourselves and see why a relationship with Jesus in the center is so important.
Yeah.
How do you stay intentional with each other after the years you've been together?
For us, it's gotten better. I mean, we started off less intentional, at least for me.
Yeah.
And then it's just gotten better, I think. And I expect for it to continue to get better.
Has it been difficult trying to keep God at the center of your relationship?
I would say not difficult because we just believe that it's the best way, easily. I've seen so many examples of the wrong way in family and friends or whatever, you know. And so it's just like, why would we want to do that? This is what you get whenever you don't have God in the center of your relationship. This is what you get, and we've seen examples of what you get when you do.
Yeah.
And it's just night and day.
They kept stopping. We have answered about 20 questions to nobody, to ourselves.
To ourselves.
To ourselves.
I'm just thinking about your mom saying what?
Jolene, Jolene.
Hey everybody, this is Dolly Parton here.
I just dropped all kind of gold.
Okay guys, for some reason my camera keeps stopping. We have answered so many questions and like now they're gone. They're in the abyss. They're in the air.
Ridiculous.
How do you guys deal with communication? So I'll answer this one because I am very bad at it. I have been bad at it since the beginning of our relationship. But before I knew Christ, I feel like I cling to this fear of communication because I feel like in my past, I've never seen communication go well. Communication was more of a reaction rather than a response. It was more anger rather than representing Jesus' qualities. And so something that Gray has really taught me is to respond rather than react. And so...
Yeah, I think I personally don't like whenever I can tell there's like tension in some way. Like if Brooke's upset about something, I kind of want to address it right away. It's pretty obvious with Brooke because she's so happy all the time, you know. And so I always have to pry it out of her. Yeah, I just like to do it right away. It's just I don't like it. I don't like us not being happy together, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
How has God been preparing your hearts for marriage? Marriage.
Just learning what it looks like to be more selfless and caring for the other's needs and serving one another. And so I think that, just slowly working on that. And that's a huge part of marriage and just how relationships are supposed to operate.
Why did your relationship last 4+ years? In a Christian relationship?
A big reason Brooke and I dated for as long as we did, 4 years, is because we didn't understand dating from a biblical perspective. We didn't understand relationships. We didn't understand all of that. Obviously, the long distance thing definitely plays into it, like slowing it down, figuring that stuff out. But Brooke and I would say, I say it all the time, if Brooke and I had met for the first time a year ago, we would be getting married this week still, I think. Maybe even before, And so that's because we understand more what a relationship is, the purpose of it, dating to marry, like not just wasting time and hanging out, but getting to the point and getting married. Preaching over here, man. Talking to my future daughter right now.
You're actually break up with them.
And son, yeah.
And son, both of them.
We did.
Have you done marriage counseling?
Yes.
We did with our pastor and their kids. Did you guys see any red flags in each other and work through them?
Ooh.
I think our red flags showed at the beginning of our relationship, and that's why we've been dating for so long, is because we didn't know Jesus in the beginning. And so our red flags were something that gave us such a hiccup that it took us a couple years to get through those red flags with Jesus.
Yeah, it just caused issues that you had to work through for a long time. But yeah, it takes working through it, yeah.
Why did y'all decide to move in together before marriage?
Interesting. People think that. We didn't move in together. I have been living in the house that we bought for however many months now. And Brooke's been living with her roommate.
And then I come over for work.
She come over and works.
That's why you guys see that house so
So
often.
we're together in the house a lot. We just don't sleep there together.
But we're moving in together once we get married.
Obviously, yeah.
Is the engagement season rough? The no sex thing?
It wasn't bad. Actually, it was not bad for us.
This has
Oddly.
been so great. It really has. I feel like it's made us build up the best friendship, and like the temptation's not there because we know that God has already promised it on August 24th.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's not something that we have to doubt that it's going to happen.
Right.
Like, we're good.
Yeah, like I think I'm good with not having sex with you at all anymore.
You take that back. What is the best way to have discipline while waiting?
You gotta know, like, you gotta see the end goal and the purpose, right? You gotta see, like, why am I waiting? What is the purpose?
That when you view it as not I can't do this, it's something that's like, no, this is God keeping me from this because he has a better purpose, like how Gray was saying. It changes the script and makes it not seem as so like, oh, I can't do it, it's forbidden, but like I want to.
Yeah.
It's like, no, God said I can't do it for a reason. Like our past relationships where we messed up and that wasn't the center of our relationship and how damaging it was for it. Yeah. We can see there that like, oh, we don't want to repeat that. We value this relationship so much more. Jesus is at the center of it. There's a reason why God put that in the Bible, and we want to value this relationship above everything else.
Right. Yeah.
So.
The temptation is there, for sure.
Obviously. Look at him. What is the biggest thing Gray has taught?
Oh, you changed it.
Since being together. Yeah. I already answered this one. It's to respond rather than react, I think. Oh, you just love me answering this, don't you? You're so smiley and cute. You're like, what else about me? Tell me. But yeah, he taught me to be my own person, I feel like, too. Like, I didn't have a lot of identity in myself, and I feel like Gray has taught me to be an adult.
You've come so far.
I love being a baby, though. So I'm kind of like a baby adult.
We're doing so good, though. I feel like, especially with the wedding stuff, I mean, you've taken on a lot of responsibility, and you're doing so good.
Thank you. Like, people this weekend for our wedding have asked, like, what times things are, and I've been, like, asking other people, like, what time do you think that is? And then I realized I'm the person that's giving the answers. What the heck? Can I not ask somebody, phone a friend?
Yeah.
But no, I'm like, it's at 6:30. Ask Ray. He doesn't know.
Outdoor, indoor wedding.
It is outdoor. When is the big day? 08/24/24.
Kobe. But RIP.
RIP. Sorry. Wait, why did I say sorry?
Sorry.
How did you know Gray was the one you'd marry? I mean, one, Jesus, the most obvious answer. Two, I could see you being the dad of my kids. I could see you not giving them a traumatic childhood. And I could see just the way that you treat Salient Towns, the way that you're around your cousins. You're a fantastic leader. You're someone that can say hard conversations. You're really good at just leading us. And I feel like confident in you doing that for both of us in the future. So.
Thanks, babe.
You're welcome. How did you know that Brooke was the one?
I always wanted for that to be the case because Brooke just has so many great qualities in the sense that she's, the most general sense is just her personality and how she is always happy and always brings a sense of joy wherever she's at. And so those are all just general qualities of like why someone would be attracted to Brooke in general. But why she would be a wife is seeing her be conformed to the woman of God that she is becoming is 100% why. And I've been there from the very beginning of her not being a Christian, you know, just seeing the faithfulness of God and all the work that he's done in her and her love for Christ and her desire to follow him truly is just enough for me, and to know that she's going to be a great wife, and her trust in me over time to lead her and to lead our future family just gives me so much confidence to know that we're going to work well together in the roles that God's given us, and we're going to follow God, and we're going to raise family that's going to follow God for generations together. And I believe that, and yeah, 100% confirmation that that's what our life's going to look like, is making an impact for the kingdom of God. And yeah, I've kind of already got to experience that. So I just have full confidence in marrying Brooke for those reasons, that that's what's going to happen. Wow, we're being so intimate on the camera right now.
We are in this position.
That's true. That was probably a little bit. I can say it again.
Okay, guys.
I'll say it for a third time.
My camera died again. What is the deal? So we're going to answer one last question, and it is, are you scared for the forever commitment of marriage?
I think the forever commitment of marriage actually leads to more security for me, and I know Brooke too. Because marriage is a picture of the gospel. It's a picture of Jesus and his relationship to the church. The nature of God's relationship to us is in a covenant, right? That he is committed to us, and we are in a covenant with him that cannot be broken. That means that he is faithful all the time, even when we're not, and he's still forgiving. He's still blesses us, does good to us, is always there no matter what. That leads to security and comfort. It's like, you're telling me that God, no matter what I do, he's not leaving me. That is a sense of comfort, and that leads to a sense of love for God, right? And so likewise in marriage, it's the same. So we have a commitment, a covenant that cannot be broken no matter what. And that doesn't mean, well, I'm going to sin like crazy against Brooke because now we're in this thing forever. I can do whatever I want. No, someone is there by my side all the time. It's one with me. And no matter what, we're in this thing to the end. And that leads to security, and it leads to me wanting to be faithful to Brooke, and I know likewise. And so I think that that's the right view of it, is forever commitment should lead to security, that they're not leaving you. Even when you suck and you screw up, which we will. I will, she will, and...
No, I won't.
Right, that's a lie, repent. But yeah, I think that's very important to have that view, but it starts, you can't understand that, honestly, if you don't understand the love of God and the covenant that God has with his people. That's all.
Let's
That was
go.
long-winded.
That was good, Bubba's.
I'm on a podcast right now.
I'm on a podcast, outdoor podcast.
Yeah.
I guess we have to end it this way. It's not a good way to end it.
It's all right.
But yeah, guys, we're married. We're going on our honeymoon now. My last name is Epps. We'll see you next Monday. I have no clue what I'm going to be posting because I'm going to be in a different country. But we're going to figure it out. I love you guys so much.
Love you guys. Here's our Venmo, and if you want to donate.
Donate to the Epps Fund.
You could just buy from notyethome.co. That'll help me get a new car. Nah, I'm playing. Don't put that in there.
Bye, guys.
No matter who I choose, they don't compare to you.
Therefore, be imitators of God as beloved children, and walk in love, as Christ loved us and gave himself up for us, a fragrant offering and sacrifice to God. I'm out of breath from my 3 push-ups. Husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her. Husbands should love their wives as their own bodies. He who loves his wife loves himself, for no one ever hated his own flesh, but nourishes and cherishes just as Christ does the church. However, let each one of you love his wife as himself. Sorry.
It's okay. I love you.
Love you too. Just happy.
Why are you crying?
I'm just happy.
Yeah. Good. That's it.
I'm happy that I get to read something like that and be able to trust you fully with it. It's cool.
Mm-hmm. Same. My job as a husband is to love you like Christ did the church.
Mm-hmm.
No problem.